3-year-old little daughter came and asked me, Mommy, why don't you give me your Samsung iPhone? Without being made for that, I just gave me Samsung S3 Galaxy. See, that is the power of branding. She was used to brand mobile phones from the age of 2 years around. She started interacting with that. And 1 year before that, before this incident, I had an iPhone. That's the reason she was relating all the smartphones with iPhones. Now, we can understand what's the power of branding, right? I'll tell you another example. We go to offices and ask our office boys to take a Xerox of documents. Oh, sorry, I should not have used the word Xerox, right? Xerox is a pronoun. I should have used the common noun, photocopy. Come on, among all of you, how many use the word Xerox instead of photocopy? Can you please raise your hands? Yeah, I think there are many number of people like me. See, this is again branding. Most of us use the word Xerox instead of photocopy because the brand Xerox is imbibed into our heart. So whenever we think of photocopy, we only think of Xerox, right? In our previous generation, people were using Colgate instead of a toothpaste because the only known toothpaste those days was known toothpaste. There were other toothpastes also, but Colgate. So instead of asking their children to brush, they were saying, why don't you brush your tooth with a toothpaste? Instead of that, they were saying, why don't you brush with Colgate? That was a common use. So in this sense, in this context, I would like to describe about branding and how is branding using our subliminal senses. In the case of Xerox and the Colgate toothpaste, you have seen that they are trying to use their broad brand name instead of the common noun. See, before I tell you, these products are actually delivered by companies, right? If not an IT product, even the hard product is delivered by companies. Companies use campaigns in the form of commercials, campaigns and commercials, ED ads, for delivering their brand image. And now, these branding, when they do this branding, they use our subliminal senses. I'll tell you one another example. Yeah, this is the ad of Nirma, right? Whenever you hear this tune, you'll associate the tune, the rhythm, whatever, the song with the Nirma ad. Even when I'm doing any other work, even if this particular tune I hear, I associate with the washing powder Nirma. So this washing powder actually is using our subliminal sense of hearing. Hearing, of course, and visual also. When you see the TV, it is using our hearing sense and the visual sense to associate it itself with the washing powder. So any washing powder, if you've gone to a shop to buy a washing powder and you hear this, ad somewhere, you hear, maybe think of this ad or somewhere you hear it, then you think of buying only Nirma. That is the way. And now, I'll tell you another example. You would have heard about Binaka Geetmala, Sibaka Geetmala and Jaymala programs in radio in a previous generation. These are the programs which are etched into our lives. We always, they have their own stance in our lives actually. You think about a classical song, then you think of, Binaka Geetmala is the right. So that is the way they have created the brand. And there is another very good example now. How many of you have visited Lemon Tree Hotel? Good. So recently I have been to this hotel called Lemon Tree, Delhi. In this Lemon Tree Hotel, immediately after you enter the hotel, you get the whiff of lemon, which lingers in your nose and mouth till the time you leave the hotel. See, I went with the family, so my children are also with me. That was the case. Oh, we thought, okay, lemon tree is associated with lemon. Recently, both my children were having lemon juice. Then immediately after they took the tumblers of lemon juice, they were saying, we were getting the same smell even in Lemon Tree Hotel, right, ma'am? Instead of they associating lemon tree with lemons, they are associating lemons with lemon tree. That is the way the branding has worked. So, this branding has actually this branding actually associates many of our subliminal senses for increasing their product value. We can probably use these subliminal senses even to increase our own branding value. You can apply the same things to your personal life and increase your personal value, professional value also for that matter. And the other sense you can say is the tongue, right? Everyone is hungry, right? So any gastronomic person, he thinks of food, then he thinks of French fries and goes to McDonald's. And another thing, you people go home, not you, I may not be you, but me at least. When I go home, I'm tired. However hungry I am, if I don't have food at office and go home, then I think, yeah, what can you do fast? Then I think, Maggie, must do me. Though I'm sure it will not be finished in 2 minutes, but very fast. That's the reason I make Maggie noodles. And now comes the last sense, though it's not the least. Can you guess what it is? Last subliminal sense, the biggest subliminal sense in our body. And
Skin.
skin. Each of us is conscious about it. We want it to be lovely, we want it to be fair, and for girls, it is fair and lovely, the brand. What is it for
That's
boys?
how they have created the myth.
Yes. Good.
Imami.
No, for boys it is
Imami.
fair and
Handsome.
handsome. Yeah, a boy can tell it better. So this way, you would have understood all the products. The branding is done using our subliminal senses. Now, what I can say is, when you see a brand, you can either understand how we use our subliminal sense and not get cheated. You can understand this phenomena and try to apply it into your personal life. If you want to think about how to use it in your business. If you're a professional, think about how to use it to convey your superior. But again, yeah, superiors, please forget it when you are rating your juniors. Thank you. That's a great opportunity.